Hey, what's up, guys? So this is actually going to be a subsequent video on the phone call that the owner of the truck received from Detective Murphy. I usually don't address trolls or haters or anything like that, especially on my videos, but I need to take a moment to prove a point that nothing on this channel's fake, nothing on this channel is scripted or fabricated or anything like that. So I'm gonna let the original phone call video play through for anybody that may have missed it. If you've already heard the whole phone call, go ahead and fast forward through it. But watch out at the end, it's got the phone number at the end of that video on their phone.
So we're trying to figure out exactly who may have had that, who you gave that truck to before we start, killing vehicles and snatching people out of houses. Because I know it's not you.
Okay, well, what do you need from me?
Well, is that a vehicle that you use often? Or someone else who was using it yesterday? Because this occurred yesterday.
Well, I rent a vehicle out. I rented it out yesterday.
Okay. Would you be able to, how do you rent it out?
On Turo.
Okay. Is there a way you can provide me the information with the person who rented it and have they returned it?
I would be able to provide the information. Do you have like a search warrant or a subpoena? Because I don't just give like names out without something like that. But since it's private information.
Well, here's what I can do. I can go ahead and put your vehicle out as wanted for being used in this sex offense, and then and then I will come to it, and I'm gonna process it for evidence, and I'm gonna hold on to it for a minute until I positively identify who had it. If you wanna go that route, we're trying to identify the people who were in the vehicle before we start doing any towing of or banging on doors. Well, then here's the deal then. Then I'm going to go ahead and put your vehicle out as wanted, okay? But since you guys want, to kind of stonewall me here instead of trying to help me out, I'm going to have to go about this a different way. So that's your choice. It's fine with me. It is what it is.
Hey, that's fine, and you do that, and we'll go ahead and contact our lawyer right now, and we'll just deal with this the right way. What was your name again, sir?
Murphy.
Murphy?
Yep.
What's your rank?
Detective.
Badge number?
DSN is 7999.
Okay. Well, good luck with all that, my friend. I really, really, really hope that you find who you were looking for, but definitely you're gonna have definite big issues if you put a bolo out on our truck for something like that.
Alright, so you guys saw that number that was on their screen. They were on the phone call for over 5 minutes with that guy who claimed to be Detective Murphy with the St. Louis Metro Police. And you saw that number. It's 314-444-2554. And what we're going to do is we're going to give it a call on this phone, on this video, so anybody who doesn't believe me can see that this comes back to a Detective Ryan Murphy with the St. Louis Metro Police. And anybody who wants to, feel free to make the call to that number themselves. So check it out, guys.
Detective Ryan Murphy.
You may start your message now.
Here's another good one. When I type into Google, who is 314-444-2554, this is what pops up. St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department. Now that actual number doesn't show up, but on their contact page, if you look, Central Patrol Division, Districts 3 and 4, that's where we audited at. 314-444-2500, that's their main line in. Now I'm sure extension 54 at the end of that would probably make a little sense to anybody with a brain. Child abuse, 314-444-5385. All of these 314-444 numbers, and you guys are going to sit here trolling me, trying to say that I fabricated that phone call. That phone call is 100% genuine. That was to the registered owner of the truck in which I rented. So like I said, guys, I usually don't address the haters and the trolls. This one needed addressed. Personally, I feel like, because I'm not going to have any type of image painted that I'm fabricating a story or fabricating a phone call or anything like that. That was all 100% authentic. I did an audit at the St. Louis Metro Police Central Division, which is District 3 and 4. Had an encounter with Detective Arnold. And then after I returned the truck to the owner, they got a phone call, and they got a harassing phone call from a detective trying to paint me out as that we were out committing sex crimes. They were trying to identify us. Basically, I feel like I have the opportunity here with that phone number on their screen, and then I just called the number. You guys now have the number. You feel like calling him and verifying that he's a real detective at the St. Louis Metro Police Department, feel free. But I just needed to clear all that up. Make sure that you guys stay tuned for more audits. There's definitely going to be more coming in due time. And like I said, everything on this channel is 100% authentic. Nothing's fabricated. Nothing is scripted. If you look forward to seeing more of my content, if you like what you've already seen and you support my channel, make sure that you like my videos. Make sure that you subscribed if you're not subscribed. And watch out for more to come. That's all for now.